And there's a level of both, obviously, autonomy and also complete oppression. Because there's always the
Everything in
choice.
balance.
There's always the choice of, well, you join the call, right? But they're so good at
Yep.
the manipulative tactic that it's so oppressive, It's so oppressive, it's impressive. Like, holy fuck.
It's so oppressive that it's impressive. I love that. I feel like that's the title of this episode. God, the list of things just continues to grow.
Yeah. The list of to-dos and the list of shit I want to get rid of.
I like that concept where it's like, if it takes 2 minutes, just do it. Just do it now. But then I feel like my entire life is just 2 minutes of doing things.
Right. Well, so I have tried that. I think especially recently, my ADHD has given me, I'll go anywhere quickly, right? And so like I battle with that a little bit because I can get caught up in that 2 minutes very quickly where it's like, oh, 2 minutes, fine. And then I find the next thing and I'm like, oh, I only need 2 minutes. And then those 2 minutes become an hour of me doing nothing that matters, essentially. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like things that just don't, like, oh, who cares if I put the dishes away or my clothes in the space they're supposed to be in?
Yeah, no, I get it. And some of it does feel important, but then the unimportant 2-minute things start to pile up. Then you're like, oh, fuck, this just turned into a 2-hour job now.
Yes. And all I wanted was to like, usually it's like in order for me to work, I need to clear the space. And so then like, I'll clear the space.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I go to put something away, then I find something else. And I'm like, 2 minutes. It's like,
Easy.
and then I actually forget what I was initially doing. And then I don't even.
Oh, constant. I went downstairs this morning to get, I don't know, a granola bar, fruit snacks or some shit for the kids' lunch. And I went down there with the intention of getting those 2 things. And all I did was turn off lights that they left on and then came back upstairs. And then I got back upstairs. I was like, fuck, turn around, back down. It's a problem.
Yeah. Right.
But is it? I don't know.
I was going to say, but then like, how does one mitigate that? The 2-minute thing is like, it's cute.
It's so cute. It's so cute. Go try it on.
Yeah. Like,
see if it fits.
Cute.
It's like,
now what?
Fit for a little while.
Well, that's also me, I think. I try something on, it works for like 2 minutes. And then I'm like, I'm going to throw that in the trash.
I don't know how to set priorities in my life anymore, it feels like. And I think it's just because there's so many things and still just navigating being a single parent and having a lot of I mean, there's no increase in responsibilities, I guess, but there's an increase in time commitment, I guess, just being the only one during the time that the kids are with me. Right?
Do you feel like that's true though? Like if you really like sit in that, is that real?
I mean, yes, and because I am everywhere with them. Before it was you take them to golf. I'll do this, or you take Lennon, I'll take James, or if we had to go in different directions. So yeah, it does feel a little bit different, but I guess on the flip side, it's like not that different.
Right.
It's always here anyway.
Yes. Yeah. Like how significant is the change, right? Is kind of like where your question.
Right. Yeah. And it's also what I wanted. So now what? I'm continuing to remind myself that this is exactly what I envisioned anyhow, because things feel just as messy as things are right now in terms of just physical space, that will fix itself over time.
Right. And also is it like,
and energetically things are clearer.
Sure, exactly. And that's kind of what my question is the mess actually a problem? Right? We think of like mess as this thing that we have to clean up. Like,
must clean it up. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, is it still actually, because what you said is essentially the mess is creating space and that's what you want.
Yeah. Does all of this just matter then where we are on the awareness spectrum? Because I'm thinking of people like hoarders.
Yeah.
Do they just are they just so enlightened that they don't give a shit that their space is like that? Or is it a mental illness? I mean, probably a little bit of both.
I was just going to say it's probably both.
But again, it's going back to that whole integration, or
Yeah.
rather, enlightenment without integration.
Yeah. Well, I think there's something to that point, even of this level of, well, it's interesting, even the hoarder thing, right? There's this level
Mm-hmm.
of almost like, I don't give a fuck. And I love that. And also high level attachment, which I cannot understand
Right.
and I kind of fucking hate. It's just
Oh
shit.
gosh, totally.
It's shit.
Right.
Throw it in the fucking trash.
Throw it in the trash. And there's like an emotional attachment to it, which makes it a bit of a illness.
Dilemma,
But
if you
it's
would.
all a spectrum. It's like, where are we on the spectrum?
Yeah,
Are
yeah.
you aware that you're attached to it or not?
Well, you know what's interesting though about them? The people that I feel like are aware are the ones that feel shame about it. They like don't let people over.
Yeah, that's so true. Oh gosh. And then what do you do with the shame? Shame is so powerful. Oh my God, I have to share this with you. This was really funny. So yesterday, the kids wanted to go around the block. I was like, yeah, go around the block. And in they had chalk with them, which I didn't realize because they were outside on our driveway, coloring with chalk and doing the things. So they took chalk around the block with them on this walk, and they stopped at one of our neighbors' house, who I happen to know. Like she's a friend that we text one another. Lennon wrote the word "fuck" on her driveway, like in front of this couch that they have out, right? Like Crossfield right now just looks so funny because they were trying to get rid of this couch. There's just like this free sign. There's just shit everywhere all over Crossfield right now. People are trying to get rid of stuff. It's funny.
Free fucks.
Free fuck. Yeah. Anyway, so she wrote the word fuck, and they drove up as she was writing it. And I guess like gave her a little talking to. And so they continued their little walk, and I watched them come around. While they were continuing their walk, this woman texted me, let me know that, hey, your kid went in, and I was like, oh, interesting. She didn't tell me what she had written. And then Lennon came back, and I was like, hey, what are you guys doing around down the block there? And Lennon just freaked out. She's like, James told me to do it. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, told you to do what? Like, I'm just asking what it is that you did. I'm like, did you draw a picture or did you write a word? She's like, well, we wrote a bad word, but James was the one that told me. Like, James wrote it. I'm like, James doesn't know how to spell, first of all. I'm like, I believe you that it was influenced by her, sure. And also, what did you write? So she ended up telling me, like, she fully confessed before I even knew that she wrote the word fuck. She confessed that she wrote the word fuck. So I felt really proud of her for that. I was like, thank you. Like, thank you for telling me. Listen, you're not in trouble. Just don't write bad words on other people's driveways. You know, you want to write bad words, let's do it in the house, and we can do it on a piece of paper or something. And then I don't know what happened. I think I brought it up again a little bit later and then I was texting this woman and we were like laughing about it. She's like, oh yeah, I fully giggled when they walked away. Because it's funny. Like, let's just be honest. She's 7 and that's pretty fucking funny. Anyhow, I brought it up later and like she's feeling upset about this. Like it was a whole teaching moment. And she's like, you need to stop talking about this right now. I'm like, oh, okay. She's like, don't bring it up again. I don't want to talk about it. It's like, noted. Moving forward, show me that you learned a lesson then. Because this is the thing I hate right now about this stage or this age. It's so easy for her. I mean, she just has a really hard time saying sorry, but it's so easy for her to just like shut the conversation down. I'm not talking about this anymore. And it's like, okay, I don't need to talk about it if you can show me that you're learning. Right. And this goes for all ages and all people on the planet. Show me that you've learned the lesson then. Show me that you're sorry about something, because words are nothing. Words mean nothing to me. Action means everything. Right?
And I think that too is, I think, part of what she is trying to express as well. Like I almost feel that, right? I'm
oh yeah, well she's a projector too.
So like sick of having conversation.
Yeah.
Conversation doesn't fix things. Words don't matter, essentially, at the end of the day. What are we doing about it then is the real question. Because like you can't, you sometimes conversation's the starter. It's not the ender. Like, we don't need to talk it to death. Because then what?
But can't we? I love talking things to death. I mean, I will take action. And also, that's how I process shit. You know me. I'm going to talk about it over and over and over again. It's like the talking gets me into the action.
Yeah. I feel like for so many people, it's the same conversation.
That's
It's
the
like you're saying the
problem.
same
If
thing over
we're
and over again.
right,
Like, okay, I heard you the first 18 times.
that part. Yeah. What have you tried? Like, have you at least done something different than last time?
Right.
Right. Because then, like, why are we having this conversation again? That part.
And to her point, there's been space between the situation and the third conversation we've had, right? But like, there wasn't anything that she had done to warrant the pickup again of the conversation. Right. So in her head, she's like, I didn't even do anything wrong and I'm getting in trouble again.
Oh no, it was me just like making a dig.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Rude. Rude of me. And she's just like, stop talking about it. I don't want to hear about it again. I'm like, okay, that's fair. Because she feels shameful. Like, she legitimately was upset about this thing. And it was an interesting parenting moment because I was like, okay, like I can express that this thing is a big deal to this age category. Like, she genuinely was like, oh my God, I got busted. I was busted for writing a swear word. This is bad. Right. And then on the flip side, I'm like, this is fucking hilarious. This is hilarious. Yeah. But you have to parent, right?
Absolutely.
You have to like split that part so they can continue to learn. And this is where I struggle so much, because the other part of me is just like, who fucking cares? Like, I clearly have a potty mouth. So does she. She's my daughter. They both do. I don't care.
And that goes back to the question of, or rather, not even necessarily the question, but just the concept that we also share the world with other people. Mm-hmm. Not everyone is like that. And so it's not your house. Don't write that shit.
Yeah.
That is all.
We need to respect other people.
Yes.
Back to this level of respect thing. It's a respect thing. And acknowledging, I think, and taking accountability that our actions are going to make an impact in other people's lives. Just full stop.
Yes. And I think maybe even that is something too that has the potential to actually add to the conversation of, okay, you've done this thing. Where can it go? Where could it potentially lead? Mm-hmm. So that they see the consequence, even if it doesn't actually happen. Because I think that's also always the missing part is, what's the consequence? What's the aftermath of the situation?
And I have to just surrender that she's listening at this point, because she's so strong-willed. I mean, she's got so much fire in her chart too. She's an Aries, and I'm pretty sure a Leo. She either has a Leo moon or a Leo rising. Like, there's a lot of fire in her chart. And I'll go something. I'll say something, and she'll like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, if I'm trying to implement a consequence to her, she just doesn't care. She tells me she doesn't care, right? So I just need to like trust and release and hope that she actually does care, so the lesson can land a little bit. Not force her to care, because I don't want to do that either. But it's like, that's her response to everything, because she just says, I don't care. And so I go, okay, you don't need to care, but I care. And like, especially if something like is around the house, or she breaks something, or she'll hit James. Like, that happens a lot. And then she'll be like, I don't care. And I go, I care. I care, and James cares, right? And I don't want to should all over her. It's like, you should care because I care.
Right. And you can't make her care, truly. Even if not your job, not possible. Not only it's not your job, God, not something that can happen.
Like, adult relationships too, honestly.
Absolutely. But then, I mean, going back to the responsibility and accountability, right? Like, as much as you can't make her care, what also is real is that this has an effect on other people. And one day, especially as your kids grow up, there is a potential that your sister's going to punch you in the face, and you're not going to fucking like that shit either.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And there's
I'm
the
probably
consequence.
not a great parent. I'm just going to admit it right now. I'm not a great parent.
Who
I'm a
is?
decent parent.
Yeah.
Because I fully like, James, just hit her back next time.
I mean, my dad told us the
I'm
same
whispering in
thing.
James's ear. And she's like, I don't want to. I'm like, okay, I'm not forcing you to. I'm just saying it's an option. It's
Yeah.
important to defend yourself.
I mean, this is the fuck around and find out concept. You keep fucking around.
Yeah.
You're gonna find out. You know, if it's not gonna be in the house, it's gonna be somewhere else. And you know, that's I think
Yeah.
the line to teeter as well. Because what you also don't know ever is the reaction of somebody else. Like you could give 10, somebody else could give 55.
Mm-hmm.
And what then?
I'm visualizing the fuck around and find out chart. Like, you know, it's usually just like a Lennon's is like this. Like one day it might just like peak.
Exactly. Hasn't found out just yet. It's not like one of these.
Still is just like, no. She's in it for the long game.
Well, that too
Yeah.
is interesting because it goes back to like physics and all this shit, right? Where equal and opposite, right? And so she's got it's just hanging out right here. And so it's a buildup. It's all compounding until that find out comes tenfold.
It's like I need to also let them have their experience, like you were helping me with last week, you know, and still keep people alive,
safe,
and safe,
yeah,
emotionally and physically.
Oh, absolutely, you know? Absolutely. And that's also, I think we were talking about last time, like the question of how much weight do we give the emotional part? Because they're so fleeting, totally. You know, the big question, right?
It's such a good question because that's the other part too. If I don't feed into it, you know, and then again, if we're going to talk about human design mixed in with this, as a reflector, I just like amplify, 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 yeah. Reflect. And is that healthy? Is it healthy to even get involved at all if all I'm going to do is amplify? And I see Lennon, I mean, she's mini me. It's so interesting to see because the tone that I give them sometimes, like it's so sarcastic and so just like, you know, and then I start going like this, like doing this little eye roll and like snapping her fingers. It's so cute and like pretending to be annoyed. But she woke up this morning with a tone and it's like, I want cereal. And I'm going, that's nice. I'm like, you're welcome to get it yourself. And she's like, I want you to get it. I'm like, do you have any manners? Like, do you want to try again and ask nicely? I said, please. Like everything's just like, And then that's how I talk. That's how I talk to them at night. Like it is an exact replica of my voice. It's embarrassing actually, because at nighttime, like when shit's done, the day's done, I'm out of energy. I'm like, it's time to brush your teeth. Like this is how I talk. If you want a book, you need to brush your teeth right now. You know, like it's just, damn, it's me.
Right. I was going to say, how does it feel to see yourself back?
Like embarrassing. I don't know what to do about it though. It's like, how? Just how, even at, like, especially because I've done this my whole life, is just pick up on other people's energy and I meet them where they're at. Right. I'm meeting people. I'm consistently just meeting people's energy. It takes a lot of my brain power and a lot of consciousness to go, whoop, pause. How do I want to show up in this?
Exactly.
And then especially when I'm tired after a full fucking work day, meeting people where they're at on coaching calls all day or teaching or whatever we're doing, I'm a little bit drained.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. The level of like meeting them where they're at is sort of out the window. Like, no, meet me where I am.
Yeah.
This is where I stand. Oh no, they're definitely. I mean, she's meeting you. In fact, she's meeting you so much that you're meeting you. You're meeting you.
Fuck.
Right.
There's some truth.
The key unlocked. Yeah, I also have. I believe they call it. It's something about something singular, where I don't require anyone outside of myself
to. Definition?
Yes. So like I don't need to, nor do I want to go outside of myself for answers, for questions. Like, oh my God, this is great, great story for this. I'm staying with a friend and Mormons knock on the door and she's like, I'm not home. And so she jets to the bathroom and I answer the door. And if you know Mormons, if you know anyone who's knocking on your fucking door, they're ruthless as fuck, right? So I think, oh yeah, I'll take the book. Sure. Like thinking that's gonna get them to go the fuck away. No. Now she's like, let's open and read scriptures. And I'm like, all right, bitch, you got 5 minutes. So she's reading the scripture and she's like, well, what did you get out of that? I'm like, everything. It all resonates. Blah, blah, blah. She's talking. And then she was like, I'd love to follow up with you. You know, if you have any questions. I said, I asked my questions to God and that's it. She was like, oh, I love that. And that shut her the fuck up and she left. Like, I guess you're not wrong there. Like, how do you refute that? I'm like, I don't need to ask you questions. You're just like me. You're a human being. What do I need you for? No offense, but like, take it for what it is. Be offended and go.
We both love God. Yeah. Just through different avenues. So thanks.
But they love to ask that, like, what's your relationship with God? I said, personal.
Yeah. That is such a good response. I love that.
I was
personal.
Quick-witted. My friend comes out. She was like, damn, that was good. She's like, I never know what to say.
Was she like peeking behind the corner?
I could see her like.
That's awesome.
But like none of it was lies. It is personal. Don't fucking ask me that. Like, what does it matter to you? That's my shit. My questions. Like, you don't have the answers that I'm looking for. Trust me.
Well, no, of course not. You don't. But it matters because they want you in the church.
Right, but why? Why do you care about my connection to God? Go actually fuck off.
They want I wanted to say. They want to increase their followers.
It's a cult. No offense, but also take offense.
Yeah,
it's fine.
But also,
I love cults.
Get off the port.
But literally, go home.
Oh, I love cults. Cults are so impressive.
They're so fascinating. So fascinating.
I mean, we talk about cults now. And speaking of human design, like I know we've talked about this before. My incarnation cross basically.
Oh, you're a cult leader.
Basically says that I'm a cult leader or that I could be. I'm designed to be a cult leader.
No, truly. I mean, what I was so fascinated by
into that energy.
The level of dedication. I was like, put those girls in sales. They're going to kill that shit. Ruthless, dedicated. Don't take no for an answer.
No, it's so impressive. Salespeople in general impress me. Like there's people that come around every summer. They're students, and
they sell textbooks.
They sell kids books. I'll see a student coming down the street and I just go get my credit card. Like it's annoying. I know that I make them work for it, but I already know that I'm giving these people money. And I understand that they're only making like a part of the commission. Like I'm fully just like, can I just Venmo you? Is there a way that I can just give you money instead of giving the company money? Like I don't want the $600 books. That's how much they cost.
For one book?
No. It's like a set of books. But still, it's just a set of books. It's not worth $600. And I'm like, take my money. I am a sucker for a student.
I'm so the opposite. Not only will I make you work for it, you're going to work for my no.
You're going to work for my no.
I don't give a fuck.
I love that. Yeah, no, not me. I'm just like, take my money, take it. Not for all the things, but things like that. They're campaigning for their tuition. They live in whatever country and they're here for the summer and they're a exchange student.
Do you believe them?
I just love the bold decision to come to Canada to learn, and you're barely speaking English and it's like, good for fucking you. Now you're campaigning around a community. I don't know. I just find it impressive.
Oh no, for sure.
Yeah, sales is impressive.
The level of dedication, always impressive. Always impressive.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're talking about the dedication of cults. That is super impressive. It's just like the message and the way that it lands with people, and then the way that it's kind of like twisted enough to be like, this is the only message. What? Like I have too many questions. I'm too curious. And I also think that the two of us don't give a fuck enough about what other people think in order to be cult leaders unless the cult was come as you are. And that's the cult. This is the cult of everything goes.
Well, I think that message kind of does overstand so many of the cults where they're like, we accept everyone, come as you are. Yet
Come as
it's
you are, and then we're going to talk you into
right.
being somebody else.
Well, that's the part, right? Come as you are so that we can manipulate you into being who I want you to be.
Yeah.
Because it's the
Yeah.
acceptance that they're looking
Come as
for.
you
So
are.
many of these people.
And
Right.
like, we'll get you.
Well, it's such a great manipulative tactic. And that's what I find so fascinating. Like, okay, well, is manipulation a bad thing? We all do it. So let's not even pretend like you're high and above. Manipulation is interesting. And so the tactics they use, I find so fascinating that you can, they essentially get you to feel so loved, so worthy, so safe that you'll do anything they say. And it's fucking bananas wild.
Right. Well, that's why it's called a cult. Like, it's short for culture. Culture is community. It's like, this is what people are stepping into, a feeling of being seen, heard, worthy, accepted. It's like, isn't this what we all want?
Yeah. And
we're all just looking for the right cult.
exactly. And there's a level of both, obviously, autonomy and also like complete oppression. Because there's always the
Everything in
choice.
balance.
There's always the choice of, well, you joined the call, right? But they're so good at the manipulative tactic that it's so oppressive, it's so oppressive, it's impressive. Like, holy fuck.
It's so oppressive that it's impressive. I love that. I feel like that's the title of this episode.
Well, I think it even speaks to what's going on in the world. As fucked up as it is, I'm impressed. I'm impressed because we all, and I'm including us, we think we're so evolved and we're so smart and like, we look back at history, that could never happen again. No, bitch. Be impressed because it's fucking happening. And if you don't see it for what it is, you're never going to see it for what it is. Like, it's
totally like, it's impressive that we've all allowed this to happen.
It's gone so far. It's gone so far.
And
right?
we say that today, and it's going to go farther yet.
Right. Because it's not stopped.
That's what's fun about it.
Absolutely.
And that's why we need to be conscious about it. Because at some point, we need to choose to either commit or not.
Right.
You want to be part of the cult or not? You're going to start your own cult. Go start your own cult. Make it a good one.
Right. Well, the inevitable is always going to happen. This is life. Things happen in contrast in this world. And so we either, like you're saying, choose now, or it's going to be later. And the force in which that's going to have to combat the oppression that we see, it's going to be so fucking big. It's going to change the world. It's going to change everything we know, everything we see, how we live, how we act, how we treat it. It's going to be so fucking big. It's going to blow our minds.
Right. And it's taking longer and longer because we're so comfortable in the discomfort. Like we've made the discomfort so familiar that it doesn't matter. And so we can just keep packing on the discomfort, and people go, oh, I guess I just need to be okay with this level of discomfort now. Oh, I just need to be okay with this level of discomfort now, until it just gets to a point where we're going to break at some point. Or will we? That's the interesting part. We're so fucking resilient that will we break, or will we continue to just be like, I guess this is just how life is now.
Yeah, there's a book I read. I don't know if there's more to the title, but it's like A Pale White Horse. And it's about, obviously, conspiracy theories, because that's my jam. But it actually talks about that specifically in the sense that, the people that run the world, the folks that we have never fucking seen, right? We think that we know who it is, but we don't see those people. They're making decisions on their own. But essentially, it's a tactic of small, oppressive behavior that we then allow ourselves to sit in uncomfortably, but not to the point of action, right? We talk about it, but it's not enough for us to do something. And so it's a science experiment, right? So they do something, they note it down, they learn, they see how much they can do, and then they do it again. And they keep pushing the envelope to see how far they can go with us being uncomfortable, but not us pushing back enough to stop it from
Right.
happening.
Rebelling, revolting, like whatever. Yeah.
Right, exactly. But like everything, right, there always comes a point where the opposite has to rear its head. And it will. And it's, again, going to be so massive. We don't know who's going to be the winner.
Maybe this is what I'm doing to myself right now
Speak on it.
with all of the to-dos. I'm just going to see how far I can push myself until I break. Just to bring it back to the human level.
Break, or I don't
The
know why
everyday level.
this concept came into my head, right? So you can either, like, I'm thinking for some reason about a tree. So when the wind blows, the tree either breaks or it bends so far back. But then again, with physics, that force itself, as it bends, becomes so great that it'll fucking ping pong your little ass the fuck back. You know?
Or the roots are getting stronger.
Both.
We can look at it two different ways, both and. You know?